Today, we're diving into a habit that's quietly draining so many powerful, beautiful women: overthinking. If you're the kind of woman who replays conversations, analyzes texts for hidden meanings, or makes 10 backup plans just in case, you're not alone. Overthinking is a silent killer of confidence, joy, and self-trust. But here's the good news. It's not who you are. It's a habit, and habits can be unlearned. Let's talk about where it comes from, why it hits women so hard, and how to finally free yourself from it. Part 1. Why women overthink. Let's get to the root. Overthinking doesn't just show up out of nowhere. Most of us learned to overthink as a survival strategy. From a young age, girls are taught to anticipate, to please, to avoid mistakes. We're trained to be good, not bold. So naturally, we begin to analyze everything before making a move. What to say, how to act, how not to offend, how to be perfect. And perfectionism, that's overthinking's evil twin. Overthinking is the byproduct of conditioning. A woman who overthinks is usually a woman who grew up feeling like she had to earn love, approval, or safety by getting everything right. And here's the catch. Even when she does get everything right, she still questions if she's enough. Let's call this what it is: emotional exhaustion disguised as thoughtfulness. Part 2. Overthinking your goals. Overthinking doesn't just affect relationships, it kills dreams. You want to launch something, move forward, start new chapters, but you stall. You plan too long. You worry what others will think. You over-edit the idea until the fire is gone. This is called self-doubt disguised as preparation. You don't need more thinking. You need more doing. One great way to break the loop? Journaling, which we will explore in part 4. Remember, confidence doesn't come before the leap. It comes after you leap. Stop thinking your way into your future. Start walking into it. Part 3. The psychological root of overthinking. Psychologically, overthinking is linked to anxiety, perfectionism, and low self-trust. But let's be honest, most overthinkers are highly intelligent. The problem isn't a lack of brain power, it's an overload of mental energy without emotional grounding. Dr. Susan David talks about this in her work on emotional agility. She says, "Thoughts are not facts." And that one quote changes everything, because the mind will generate endless stories. And if you believe every thought, you suffer. So what do we do instead? We start to observe, we practice mindfulness. Part 4. How to control and deal with your thoughts. Here's the deal. You can't stop all thoughts, but you can learn to guide them. 1. Catch it. Identify and limit triggers. Before you spiral, something always happens. It might be a sudden silence, a passive-aggressive comment, or even scrolling too long on social media. Start by becoming aware of your triggers. Ask yourself, what usually happens right before I start overthinking? Maybe it's comparing yourself online. Maybe it's dealing with uncertainty. Once you identify your triggers, the next step is limiting exposure to them. This doesn't mean avoiding life, it means protecting your peace. If someone's energy always drains you, it's okay to set boundaries. If certain content makes you spiral, unfollow, mute, take space. You don't have to prove anything by staying in discomfort that steals your calm. Peace is created by being intentional about what you let into your mind. Second challenge and reframe the thought. Next step, challenge the negative thought. Not everything you think is true. Just because a thought is loud doesn't mean it's valid. Ask yourself, is this fear talking or intuition? What would I say to a friend who thought this? Fear is urgent, panicked, dramatic. Intuition is calm, even when it's saying no. Once you've challenged it, try reframing it. For example, from "What if I fail?" to "What if I grow stronger from trying?" From "They probably think I'm annoying" to "I'm not for everyone, and that's okay." Reframing helps you take back the narrative. It shifts your mind from attack mode to compassion mode. Thoughts shape feelings. Feelings shape actions. When you change the thought, you change everything. 3. Journal plus reconnect to joy. Journaling is a game changer for overthinkers. It's like giving your mind a safe space to speak, so it stops screaming inside your head. Here are 3 simple prompts to start with. What am I overthinking right now? What's one fear I need to release today? What truth do I want to remind myself of? Let the page hold what your heart is tired of carrying. Write freely, no grammar, no filter, just flow. And finally, come back to joy. Overthinking thrives in stillness without presence, but presence lives in movement, creativity, and joy. So do something you love. Take a walk, paint, stretch, dance. Cook a new recipe, laugh with a friend. Do something with your hands or body. It grounds you instantly. Joy isn't frivolous, it's healing. It reminds you there's more to life than fear. Part 5. Practice the pause and rewire. Let's close with a small practice to help you rewire your overthinking mind. Sit still, breathe in deeply, place your hand over your heart. Now say aloud or silently, "My thoughts are not facts. I don't need all the answers. I am safe in this moment. I trust myself to choose calm." You can also journal this as a daily ritual, another way to quiet the mind. Practice mindfulness and self-awareness. You are not an overthinker. You are a woman who learned to survive through control. But now you're evolving. You're choosing clarity over chaos, calm over control, peace over perfection. Enter her world and step into the version of you who thinks clearly, lives fully, and leads with trust.